Good evening. I recently received a video from my friend Boogie Mark 1, and the video was entitled 6672 KJBO jjpetkusiii claims to read Bible Greek. Now, what's interesting, this was back in August 27, 2010, so quite a while ago. But this is a passage from the Septuagint, Isaiah 53:11, and what's interesting here about is the deceptive nature or the ignorance of Brainouty, because she begins it with the prepositional phrase, and clearly that's how the Bible Works begins it, with that prepositional phrase, aŭtō, ponu, ψυχῆς, and then the aŭtō, δεῖξαι, αὐτοῦ, kai, πλάσαι, συνέσει, δικαιῶσαι, δικαιῶν, δουλεύοντα, πολλοῖs, kai ἁμαρτίας, αὐτὸν, αὐτός, ἀνοίσει. Now, what's interesting about this is that you can tell she just got it off of Bible Works, and it's incorrect. The verse actually begins with a couple missing words that show up in verse 10 in Bible Works, which is kai vούλete, κύριος, ἀφελεῖν. And that's why the verse, when it's translated, you'll see the Lord also is pleased. That's where you have the kai vούλete, κύριος, ἀφελεῖn. And if she had opened the book up, the actual Septuagint, find this, she would 53:11, she would know that the punctuation is missing from the Bible Works. There's a small dot after makorion, and verse 11 actually begins kai vούλete, κύριος, ἀφελεῖν, αὐτοῦ, πόνου, ψυχῆς, αὐτοῦ, δεῖξαι, αὐτοῦ, kai πλάσαι, συνέσει, δικαιῶσαι, δικαιόν, δουλεύοντα, πολλοῖs, kai ἁμαρτίας, αὐτὸν, αὐτός, ἀνοίσει. And so she's left out 3 words there, actually 4 words, kai vούλete, κύριος, ἀφελεῖν, and she begins it the way Bible Works begins it with the prepositional phrase aŭtō, ponu, ψυχῆς, αὐτοῦ, and that's where she begins. And it's not set up as a poem. She wants to make it as meter. The fact is that meter in the first century, after the classical period, was only for pronunciation, not for singing, and that shows. Robinson points that out. Let me find it here, real quick. Accent. Here it is on page 42 of his New Short Grammar. In classical Greek, voice pitch musical accent was the original value of accent. The acute accent was the rising inflection of the voice. The grave was the falling inflection of the voice. The circumflex was the rising and falling of the voice on a long syllable. But about the 1st century AD, the pitch accent and musical accent developed into pure stress. And by the way, the Septuagint is, we're rereading now, it's 3rd century AD. So it's not classical period. It's Koine Greek. Let's see here. He says the signs of the accents are the inventions of early grammarians who attempted to preserve pronunciation of the classical language. And so when you see these marks on there, the grave, the acute, and the circumflex, they are not purposes of meter in the sense of singing. But, and so you scan it. In Homer, you scan these things and get high, based on the stress of the syllables, you get a musical tone to it. But anyway, this is just a short little video. I wanted to show that another one of these bogus tests that she puts up. Either she doesn't understand the Greek and knew something was missing from it, or she was trying to be deliberately deceptive and put up a false verse. But if you run across it, the verse is Isaiah 53:11, and she's missing 4 words out of it because she took off the computer. And so what you get with people who are just involved with knowledge from their computers, or from learning from their pastor, who they think is the final authority in Greek and Hebrew. There's nothing in Greek and Hebrew that the King James translators did not know, and therefore they always got the translation right. And some people out there trying to say they know something and someone else they don't know. They know Greek and they know Hebrew. And the issue is not how much Greek and Hebrew other people know compared to them. The issue is how much Greek and Hebrew do they know in comparison to the King James translators. That's the issue. But don't be deceived by these phonies out there. Masoretic texts, the Brainouty, who claim to be experts. They have no idea. They don't have a clue. And often when it appears to be impressive, what they put out is actually deceptive. So if you run across it, that's the verse. It's from Septuagint. Septuagint, of course, is a bogus translation itself, and it's a mishmash of works that were combined over a period of time. And so it's corrupt itself. It's useful for one thing, that is so to show word usage back then. That's about it. But the actual verse that she uses is from Isaiah 53:11. But you've got to add 4 words. You got to actually go look at the Septuagint, not the 5 words. Amen. Thank you.